What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here.
Rick Ginn here.
And today we are going to be cold calling cash buyers live. We're going to go find real estate agent cash buyers, and we are going to be doing a little bit of live dispositions. And so we have a lot of deals that we need to get dispoed across the entire country. But obviously I didn't want to do like a dispo on our own deals, right? I want to help people find cash buyers too and show people how easy it is to get on the phones and talk to cash buyers to get your wholesaling real estate deals. And so we are specifically talking today of how we can do this and start getting a ton of wholesaling real estate deals. And so what I really need y'all to do is let me know in the comments, because this is obviously live, where I can find cash buyers for you, right? There's a ton of good buyers. We've done these live calls before, and we've actually had a bunch of deals sold through them. We've also had cash buyers go around us and snake us. So we're going to kind of talk about a little more about that and how it works. But we're going to be cold calling cash buyers live. And so let us know where we should go out here and find some deals, and let's get it going. So cash buyers live. So real estate agents, surprisingly, are an amazing source for cash buyers if you find the right one, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is the best capacity you can work with a realtor as a wholesaler. And I know a lot of people tell you, oh, just go straight to the real estate agents and get deals, and you try to get a wholesale deal. As a newbie, if you want to burn the relationship, start out that way, because you're going to have to go through like 1,000 realtors to even get one to talk to you. And I prefer just to find the ones that want to work with you. And the best way to open up a communication is by finding a cash buyer through them and getting them paid on a commission. Because to be honest with you, it's the path of least resistance. And I know you guys are saying, oh my God, I gotta pay a realtor. On average, those realtors, they're going to give you speed, and they are only going to do something if they believe they're going to get paid, and they'll usually get a premium on it. So the easiest way, especially as a new wholesaler, to work with a real estate agent or broker, whatever you want to call them, is to, hey, find out if they have any cash buyers. It's not a confrontational call. As opposed to trying to get wholesale deals from realtors, it's literally torture as a newbie in wholesaling. And if you start out that way and you go through 1,000 realtors and maybe you find one or two, and you probably, if you get a deal, great, but those other 998 will never ever talk to you again. So I would do it in reverse order. And then if the door opens up, you got any tired listings, you need something that's really rough that you need to get bought, then you're not going to get it beat up as much. So listen, that's not a good analogy. Take the path of least resistance when it works with realtors, because doing the Hatfield McCoy thing sucks. And I don't subscribe to it. I just think there's easier ways to get deals than doing that. I'm not saying you can't get them, but as a newbie, you don't speak realtor, you don't understand realtors, and realtors have a very negative connotation about wholesalers. We have a fit in this market. We find problematic properties and we get them sold, and we do it with a mass amount of speed and convenience. And that's the service we offer. Realtors don't understand that. There's nothing about speed with a realtor ever. So
let's go do it. So what we're going to do is basically, we're just going to make this really quick, simple, and easy. So we're going to go to X Leads and just find the top cash buyers and get it going. The reason why X Leads has awesome corporate skip tracing, and all the cash buyers are there. So we're going to do the easy cash buyers first, because I can't deal with realtors. So I'll have you deal with the realtors. Just kidding. I'll deal with them. I just don't like.
I don't care.
But okay. So we're gonna start off in Buffalo, New York. I saw that. Who said Buffalo? Taj. So Taj said Buffalo. So we're gonna do Buffalo, New York, starting out, and I'm gonna find landlords in Buffalo, New York. And so let's kind of go the results here. And these are all of the Buffalo, New York cash buyers. And so landlords. So I don't think I want to get anyone that owns like 45.
No,
that's a little insane. So we're going to go back and just kind of get a little mom and pop here to start going from there. So TikTok, oof, I have to use my phone for calling. So if you can go on the Flip with Rick or the Zach Ginn or the Rick Ginn YouTube channels, please go on there. I have to use my phone for cold calling. So rest in peace, TikTok stream. Go to YouTube. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, kind of forgot. Okay, so let's kind of look at. I don't want to pick and choose, but it looks like Carl. Look at Carl. Carl owns 36 right here. Now, if I clicked on Carl, his phone number would pop up, but obviously I can't show that. So just letting you know on the back end what I'm using, and let's call Carl. So Carl's info is right here. I cannot show that part, but it is cool in X Leads though that it does do this. How do I show this the right way, man? Can I do this? Okay.
You got it covered.
I have it kind of covered. Okay,
Just
that may be best.
Yeah.
But basically, if I use X Leads right, I can see that Carl owns all of these as rental properties. Is he flipping? Let's see. He is not flipping. He just literally owns these all as rental properties. So I know for a fact this guy, and I have his phone number with the commercial skip tracing right there. This is going to be sick. So this is why I use X Leads. You can find the buyers like that. You get them all skip trace right there. And the best part is you can export the data. A lot of disposition softwares you can't really export the data. So that kind of makes it suck. And then also what I would do is I would take all these buyers and I would text blast them. That works really well too. And we have the cash buyer sequences in X Leads Ninja mode. So, all right. So let's go call Carl up and see. So you see the areas he's looking to buy. So if I had any deals locked up in any of these areas, it'd actually be pretty dang good. But okay, just showing you kind of what we're seeing on our screen. Let's start calling Carl Palandino, whatever that guy's name is. Also like looking at the mailing address, just looking up the area. So it looks like he's a developer, but he owns these as rentals. So
a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both there. But it looks like here. All right, so let's see. Let's see how we're doing. This guy looks like he's actually a big shot, but there's some properties here I can spit off for him. But see who we got here. Oh. All righty.
Aldo Development, how can I help you?
Hello, hey, is this Carl Palladino's office?
It is.
Hello, hi. My name is Zach, and I'm actually seeing if you guys have an acquisitions department for acquiring rental properties. Is it okay if you transfer me over to them?
Yeah, can I ask what's regarding and then...
Yes. I'm actually a wholesaler, and I actually get lots of properties under contract in that area. And so looking to see if I can talk to the acquisitions department.
Yeah, one moment. Thank you for calling the Ellicott Companies. We provide fully integrated real estate, leasing development, and management, and specialize in commercial and residential real estate in the Buffalo, Niagara, upstate New York, and western Pennsylvania regions.
Hello?
Located in Buffalo, New York, the Ellicott Company's portfolio manages more private real estate in downtown Buffalo than any of its competition. The Ellicott Companies owns, manages, and operates a diverse portfolio of commercial and residential real estate throughout Buffalo, including office space, retail, medical, industrial, warehouse, flex space, mixed use, hotels and apartments, all in a range of sizes and prices.
She's got a nice voice.
Hello.
Please continue to hold. Your call is important to us. Looking for commercial space?
Oh, this is
Lord.
Lord, don't put me on
We're gonna
hold.
burn the whole line on this
I'm-
call.
Hi, so Sarah is who you'd want to contact. She's just unavailable at this moment. Can I direct you to our voicemail?
Sure. What's your email, by the way?
So it'll be S Couch, so COUCH at ellicottdevelopment.com.
Okay, and does she have a direct line or an extension?
She does not. You can always call this number, and her extension will be 235, so I can always transfer you over to her.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And do you guys know if you buy from wholesalers?
I am not too positive about that question.
worries.
She should be able to help you a little bit better.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
All right. I mean, 54 properties, $12 million in real estate, all rental properties in Buffalo. That's a good lead. So I'd rather deal with these people than actual.
Yeah, I mean, they'll make a decision based on numbers. So
But
remember, guys, you got to have good
Yeah.
deals. Like bad deals, I don't care who the cash buyer is, they ain't buying it. So if it doesn't make sense to you, don't think you can transfer your overpayment to a cash buyer. They're especially guys like this, they're pretty sharp.
I like this guy. He seems like one of those just rich dudes. Slavo.
I love when they answer the phone.
Slavo
themselves.
owns 37 properties in Buffalo, valued at $6 million. Average purchase price, $23,000.
Wholesale. What area is that?
Buffalo, New York. That's where we're doing
that
it.
cheap?
Well, I mean, we can individual. Well, he's been buying them for a while, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Now, the really cool part about X Leads is you can actually click on their portfolio, and you can actually get his entire portfolio kind of thrown up right here. So this is, you see, it says his portfolio right here on the top left.
Yeah.
You can go in here and actually get his entire portfolio. 3 2s. He owns a lot of 4 bedrooms, 3 1s, 3. These are all duplexes, 3 1s, 6 2s, 5 2s. He's like pretty interesting guy. And he looks like he buys in a very specific area. So let's give my boy Slavo a call here.
Slavo. I love when they answer the phones live, especially the big dogs. Actually, it's my favorite way to get a deal.
So it says, I just did a quick search on him, and it looks like he. Interesting. No big corporation or company. So, do I have to have an accent for Buffalo?
No, he's gonna
No,
be he's gonna be an older gentleman, but
we're gonna see.
click his portfolio. I want to see.
Hey, you click it right there. 30. Can I talk to him?
Let's get him on the phone first. We'll both talk to him.
You have reached 7168.
Slavo! Bruh.
Slavo's taking a nap. He's 81.
He's oh yeah, we did.
I would be.
Oh Lord.
But he's still doing real estate, which is really cool.
That's his phone number. All right, let's go to the next guy. Let's see here.
Buffalo. I wonder what the temperature over there is right now.
You can look it up. It's pretty simple. This one's interesting. It says Weldon Bailey Realty.
It could be a broker or we'll just give it a shot.
It's Bailey Property Group.
You're probably gonna get a receptionist, so
yeah. So,
but you check that mobile line.
I mean, 26.
Actually, gives you the mobile line on that.
I doubt. You know what? I'm not going to say it. Okay, fine. You see the guy's name? I doubt it, but okay. No, don't say it. I don't want to get canceled. Okay.
Whatever.
Could be wrong.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
I'm not. That's why I'm calling it.
Buyer's a buyer. You're gonna have to say it when you ask anyway. So.
Oh yeah, it's true.
I think you're hiding on that.
Oh no. Let's say here the owner's different. It says the guy's name's John, not. Yeah, Latina.
That's why you got to be resourceful as a wholesaler. You got to adapt. When another person answers the line, just take a shot with who's ever on the phone. You never know. You never know.
You do never know.
Wow, you put in the effort for the phone call, even if it's a real estate company. 50 degrees, Jesus. Seriously? I think I'm heading that way soon. I'm gonna start calling.
See, I told you that's not the right buyer.
I'm gonna start just calling viewers. We should skip Trace viewers and just call them and say, "What do you think of the show so far?"
Are you serious? All right.
My ADHD would kick in now. I'd be like, have 4 screens open at the same time.
This call will be recorded for quality assurance.
Does that mean, is that Buffalo or Queens, New York?
This call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes.
It is in Canada.
Thank you for calling Queen City Buyers. This is LaQueen. Are you interested in selling your property?
No. My name's actually Zach, by the way, and I see here that you're buying a lot of properties in Buffalo. I'm actually a wholesaler. Your name's LaQueen?
Yes, my name is LaQueen, and I'll be happy to help, Zach. May I have your last name, please?
Yeah, my last name is Ginn.
Thank you. And may I please have your phone number?
Yeah, so it's the one I'm calling you from.
What number is that, sir?
Yeah, so that would be...
And that was 7.
Correct.
Thank you. And I'm sorry the person that you need to speak with is unavailable at the moment. May I take a message and have your call return?
Sure.
Thank you. And what message relay, sir?
I was just seeing if she works with wholesalers.
Okay. And thank you. I will be happy to forward your message and have your call return.
Sure. Actually, LaQueen,
I will forward your...
LaQueen, I have a question.
Go ahead, sir.
Go
ahead, sir.
What was your name again?
My name is LaQueen.
LaQueen. And what is your last name, LaQueen?
I can provide you with my ID. That's 107460.
Okay. And is this AI?
No, I am a real person, sir. I do understand you are a wholesaler. You need to know if the company works with wholesalers.
What's the current temperature in Buffalo, New York?
Sir, I don't have that temperature before me at this moment, but I'll be more than happy to have your call returned.
Or not?
I am a live person. No, I am a live person, sir. We are located in Buffalo, New York, 120 West Tupper Street.
Okay. I'm just going to ask one question to see if this is AI or not. Can you give me some attitude?
I am a live person. So I am a live person.
There we go. Yeah, that's a live person right there. I do with a lot of AI agents all day.
I'm a live person.
There we go. There we go. I like it.
I
like it.
Promise you
I don't know if I do with AI people or not, you know. Okay. But I found that AI people can't give me attitude. But not in a bad way, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
well,
I love it. All right, LaQueen.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it. I'm trying to see if I'm dealing with a real company or not. All right. Thank you so much. There we go.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
All right. There we go. That's real AI.
You're
right
gonna have to we're gonna have to incorporate that laugh into AI.
She turned into a real person.
No, it was like honestly, I was like, dude, it's 50-50 here, and like just to kind of show you guys, AI is coming. It's already here in wholesaling. I mean, it's like a robot, and it like their basic questions though. Like all she's doing is taking information in and giving it to someone to return a lead call.
So the one thing I do know about AI agents, okay, is if you start speaking to it in Spanish and it's automatically taking what you're saying and spitting it back in English,
you're in trouble.
So what I'm thinking of doing with AI agents is saying something in Mandarin Chinese. I guarantee they'll read it and be like, "Oh, yes, of course we can do that." Then I know.
You speak Mandarin?
No, but Google Translate can.
It's getting so bad.
I swear she was AI. Hey, there we go. Queen City. I hate how much just can't get in front of any of these people.
Yeah, well.
All right, let's ooh, this looks good. I'm getting in front of them though. They're just
Yeah.
not. They just have these people.
I think anyone at
Could be this guy. The skip tracing's good, but geez, man, dying over here.
life agent. She probably gets that all the time.
I know. Give me another market, guys.
And nobody's home in Buffalo.
No. Give me somebody else.
Move, Pat. Don't leave.
Give me another market.
Throw up a market.
Them. They're supposed to call me back.
Everybody's on their long lunch break.
I don't want to hear it. Dayton. All right, that's easy. We're new flippers in Dayton. I no more landlords.
They're lazy.
They're not lazy, but
Yeah.
let's see what we got here, bro. I swear I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna just go walk up these people's houses. Okay, so way too many. We're gonna do flippers and people that have literally just flipped a house. All right, come on.
We'll put on there that also watch a lot of A&E flip shows.
You can't put that in there. There we go. Okay, we got
We get an
1400.
AI filter for that.
Flipped it. Oh, what do we put? I think 509 is fine. Okay, let's talk to these people. Alrighty. OH, Ohio homebuyers. That guy looks fair. Maybe I know who this is. Huh. Flipping a lot of houses there, Jesus.
Yeah. Ohio's cheap. That's
412.
That's a sizable portfolio.
That's
impressive.
$30 million.
Yeah.
That's insane, actually. We're gonna call this person.
He's gonna have all departments and everything at that level. You have to.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, I'm just
Worth a shot. Let's see here.
Verizon Wireless. The number.
So it might be the one under 937. $412.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach.
Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's go back. Is there people actively flipping? I like that.
you just got to buy more stuff in Ohio. Like, it's cheaper than a luxury car.
Yeah, but then you have to live in Ohio.
I know.
Yeah. That's the prize.
Everybody's got to live somewhere. It's on a long lunch break.
Everyone is.
That's the problem with live calling. How hard is it?
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
How hard is it to answer your phone, though? Half the time I don't have my phone with me.
Press 1 to be connected to Rena Bindi.
I have no idea with that one.
A lot of options there.
There's way too many options here. See if I had another one here. Okay, I did try that one. I tried that one. We can try. Okay, we can try the wife. That might work.
She might not be happy.
I could care less.
Hello.
Hello, hi. Is this the Creative Property Group?
Yes.
Hello, hi. My name is Zach. I'm actually calling because I see you guys are actually flipping a lot of properties out there in Ohio, and I was just seeing if you're looking to buy any more flips. My name is Zach. I'm a wholesaler.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
No, bro. Homeboy owns $9.4 million in real estate. He sold 14 properties in this year, and he don't want to deal with a wholesale.
Must be watching other shows.
Bro, are you serious right now? This is ridiculous. Dude.
You should do an experiment. Don't tell them you're a wholesaler. Just tell them I have properties to sell. See if the attitude changes.
I'll give this guy my experiment.
Well, I mean, it's...
They have to overwhelmingly be okay with wholesaling because...
No, I know, but it's... I mean, you buy that many properties, you're bound to run into wholesalers.
He looked like he was
There's no way
sleeping.
around it. Yeah, I think you woke him up. That's the problem.
He looked upset at
I'd
me.
be pissed you woke me up too.
What did I
just
do?
love the comments, dude.
What did I do to that guy?
You woke him up.
Wake up!
Maybe he picked up the wife's phone.
Look
Maybe
how
he's
many
a trainer.
flips this guy's doing.
40.
Hello,
Hello, hi. Is this Heartland Homebuyers?
honey, you have the wrong number.
Oh, all righty. You said you taught me how to match the person's tone.
Well, you'll do it when you hang it up on them. It's a waste of time.
Oh lordy! All right, let me call back.
That's not the same number, is it?
Oh, this is a different number. All right, all right.
Hi, this is Sandra McKibben. I'm not able to take my call at the moment, so if you would leave your
I think
name
that
and
was
number,
her before.
and I will call you back as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Hey, this is Zach. Reaching out to Heartland Homebuyers. Please give me a call back. Thanks. Yeah, that was Sandra right there. So second one down there, but flipped 45 properties. Jesus. So get in front of the right people. Lord. All right, let's do Enriquez Investments. Look at those flips, man. Mamma mia. Let me show
That's
this
in
on the
Ohio
map.
too.
Yeah,
Some big time.
some big time flippers over here. Look at that. Look at all those flips.
They're
Man.
all over the place.
Hello.
Hello, hey, is this Aldo?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Aldo, this is Zach. I'm actually calling house flippers in the area, and I was just seeing if you're looking to buy any more flips.
Yeah, I'm in an appointment. Just text me whenever you have.
Hello?
Yeah, you could just text me whenever you have. I'm in an
Oh,
appointment.
okay. But you buy from wholesalers?
Alright. Yeah, just send me whenever you have, and I'll let you know.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Yep, bye.
Just text him.
So,
He's
Yeah.
to the point. And there's some cash buyers like
well,
that.
that's it. But like, the only thing I would do different is just try to get his email, just to verify.
got his email right here.
Even though you get it in X leads, but
Well, I'm going to text him. Hey, what's
Yeah.
your email? Where do I send the deal?
there you go.
So he says text him. There are cash buyers like text me. I mean, look at this guy. He's buying for about 102 to the point. He's
How do
buying,
you feel about people when you call them and they go, listen, for a quicker response, just text me instead?
he's to the point. We're covering this because I can't show everything on it. But look at this. 6.5 million, 41 rental properties. He slipped 51.
And he does a combo of both, and he answers his own dang phone. I love it. My favorite, man.
He answers. He's got six.
Like
How
a lot
much?
of these guys, you got to go through a lot of layers.
$6.5 million in real estate, and he has flipped 51 properties. And if you want to see his portfolio, just click the portfolio, and what pops
I mean,
up here.
that's just huge. Like, there's no more guessing anymore. Like, I always when I did this for the longest time, we were guessing in the dark when we did it.
Yeah, and these are all the deals he has flipped, and I can get all the details on it. Do you see how these are all have photos? This is from the MLS. So we will take the past 5 years of MLS data, and he's buying them. And so, like, for example, this property right here, actively listed. Let's see the details on this one with him. It looks like this is an old flip he did, but it looks like he bought this deal. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. It looks like he bought this deal for 67.
Well, you know what he did, right?
What?
Well, I mean, that time of year you could do it. Back in 21, he did the looks like he did the Burr.
Yeah, that's what it looks like right here.
So
look, but no. Look at this. He bought for 67, sold for 122 within 3 months, 2.5 months.
No, he did.
And these are remember, on X Leads, we have the past 5 years of MLS data.
Okay.
Of all the MLS data.
That's his flipped property.
Yeah, so it looks like he flipped it within 3 months, made a ton of this is a legit guy. I'm glad I got his number. That's a great buyer right there. Yeah. Wait, I can't show all this stuff. But dang,
you save so much time by getting that data like right on your computer. It's like so that's the type of guy I'm not going to waste my time.
That's a guy I would text blast.
I'm not going to waste my time getting a proof of funds till I actually have a deal.
He doesn't need a proof of funds. He doesn't need a proof of funds.
He's already has it. It's inside of X Leads.
There we go. Sick. All right, I'm gonna have you call the next guy, Mr. Expert.
Oh, you're still in Ohio, or
we're gonna stay in Ohio.
Should float all over the country.
PPLC.
You know who always answers the phone when you call the Dakotas? Remember that one time we did? It was like
don't even get me started.
Everybody answered their phone. Yeah, I'll sell it. Yeah, I don't give a crap.
This guy only owns 4 rentals, but he's flipped 6 houses.
You got a name? Oh,
David.
That name looks familiar, but it's one letter off.
Yeah.
That's gotta be his wife. Is this what part of Ohio?
Springboro. But he's buying in Dayton area. Here, don't show the number. Right there.
You can't trust me with this thing.
It's so quiet. So quiet. Hold on.
What's wrong with your phone?
Not my promise. Your phone.
You want me to touch it?
This is Dave with Picture Perfect Lawn Care. Sorry I missed your call.
He's got lawn care too.
Dude,
hey, Dave, I need a mow cut.
He's got almost $1 million in property. So
I love guys like that. I love it.
Let's do Julia Investments. Okay, $3 million in real estate.
I gotta tell you, between the skip tracing and getting the email and all their contact information and a mail, there's so many ways to hit people. Social media, everything.
I like it. Actually, let me see something else here. Hold on. That's a funny name. Let's do. We got. It's actually different. The top. We do the most. No. Blood. Ooh, I like this name. Blood Boys. All right. You want to talk to the Blood Boy?
Do we have a name or?
It says M. Just say Blood Boy Solutions. Yeah.
Is that supposed to be like a play on Bad Boys or something?
No, that's his last name.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Who makes up these names?
That's his last name. That's how he was born. I'm going to hand this off to you.
Can you pull that? Can you
pull that info up?
Yeah. Hi, it's Mackenzie. I can't come to the phone right now. Leave me a message and I will give you a call back. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is Zach. Please give me a call back whenever you can. Thank you. Let me try another one. I'll try the brother.
$49. That's. You could be bundled up by the phone.
Thank you for calling Blackboard. Nick, am I help you?
Hey, Nick. Hey, I saw that you buy properties in the in Ohio, Dayton area. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hey, listen, I'm just a wholesaler. I'm working on a couple deals over there now, and I'm gonna get a contract through. And
Wholesalers also.
what's that?
We're wholesalers also.
No, I got no problem, but I'm not in your backyard. I'm I'm on the other side of the country, and we do like 2 or 3 deals a year in your current market because we have some marketing going on, and I just want to know if you know if it's got meat on the bones and it meets your criteria. Are you interested in you do assignment of contracts if it works for you?
Sure.
Okay, and do you
Do you want my email address?
Yeah. Can I grab it real quick?
Yeah, no problem.
Go ahead. I got a pen.
All right, it's Nick, like Nicholas,
Mm-hmm.
at
Okay, and you mostly do. Yeah. So you mostly do renovations on them, right?
No, we sell the renovator. We sell the flippers.
I got it.
Strictly wholesale.
No. Yeah. So we're looking to possibly do some JV deals because I don't have buyers in that area, and I by the time I get it, my deal will fall apart, and I don't want to do that. So and I assume you got a local title company you work with.
All the time.
Okay, and you got no problem doing assignments in your area with your title company.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Awesome. What's the best way to communicate with you?
I'll give you my direct number. If you want to text me everything through my direct number, that'll be probably easier.
Well, I have.
937
Okay.
40.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. I appreciate you taking my phone call. I will get to work on it and send you something over here shortly.
What's your name?
My name is Rick.
Rick.
Yes.
Should be easy enough for me.
No,
Where you out of, Rick?
I'm actually down in Florida. So
Florida. Okay.
yeah. How's the temperature up there today?
Well, it's about 60 degrees, but when you wake up tomorrow morning, who knows what it's going to be.
Yeah. It's 90 degrees out here, hot and rainy. So sucks. So, okay, brother. I appreciate you taking my. I got it. I appreciate you, man. Just hang in there, and hopefully we can do some business together. Thanks, man. See you. See you.
It's that easy. It's
You do the same thing with realtors all day long.
So he is a wholesaler, but you got to remember he's like a Zach wholesaler. That's the way I describe it. So what I mean by this is, how do I do this without getting in trouble?
I got to go find a deal in that backyard. It won't be hard to do, but
I don't want to. Can I do this? There we go. Okay. Like just throwing his info up on X Lead. Say, yeah, he's a wholesaler, but he's not hiding it. But you also got to look at this too, right? Where is it? He flipped 19 houses for $2 million of profit. His average flip purchase is 87.
Yeah.
And he owns 3 rentals. So not terrible.
But that's the typical customer. Like that's.
And if you can't get his number, you can always look up like their name, and maybe they have a website usually. But
no, I mean, I don't care if you like. You guys got to stop wondering if they're wholesalers. We're not looking like to do all this daisy chaining and stuff like that. The idea is his contact group and his expertise in that local market, especially doing virtual.
Mhm.
Guys, it would take you 3 to 6 months to get access to his buyers. So if you can make a quick buck, like some of us are doing this no money, that's how I started. That's how he started. That's how a lot of you are watching it. If you can get a great deal, someone like that, and he believes there's skin on the bone and you prove it, boom, it moves super. I can get that deal done in 7 to 10 days. and you can do it over and over again.
There needs to be trust with a guy like that, though.
Yeah,
right?
But that's where I just kind of go, I graze over them, see if they have interest, do that. And like, he wanted to stay on the phone with me, but I didn't want to put out all this contact information over the internet just out of respect. But it's, guys, it's just like a motivated seller. You have to have a conversation, but like, it's easy. Like, I don't even have to work for it. It's just a flowing. And plus the fact he's a wholesaler, we're wholesalers. Like, I know his language, so it's not hard. The little bit more challenging to get the realtor is a little bit different language. That's why we prefer with you connect with a realtor through your cash buyers list as opposed to trying to find actual wholesale deals. That's where you just start like.
But this whole notion that you need to go get your deal and then just blast it out via email to every single possible person, that is just, you can do it. We're not a big fan of that, right? We're the big fan of building a relationships like these.
Yeah. And
then now he's texting, you can follow like that Aldo guy, right? Boom. Now I call, maybe I text, and then guess what I do? I start building a relationship, and now we can send deals through there. Because when, I'm not saying it's happening now or in wholesaling, but if things got a little tougher, just email blasting a deal is not going to be the way to do it. And most people, and I'll be straight up with you.
I don't take, when people text me deals, I never take it seriously because I go, they're sending it to hundreds of people.
And that's the problem too.
And if it's a real good deal, I'm going to have to spend hours fighting to try to get it. And I know it's just a waste of time.
Let's do a different market.
I'm never going to be the highest
easy.
bidder on a deal.
Ohio was way too easy.
People are nice in
another
Ohio.
area, but we found two good, decent buyers we can use. One good JV partner, one awesome cash buyer. So let's keep going. Like do you see how this was 25 minutes in Dayton and we found two good buyers?
Well, I mean,
no, we actually got numbers and relationships.
Yeah. I mean, X-Leads helped a lot with it.
That's true.
Saves you a lot of time, man.
That's true.
It's so, when you know someone's a predominant flipper or a landlord, you can instantly cater your conversation, and it gives you better rapport, and it sticks with them, because there's nothing worse than trying to have a flipped property shoved on like a landlord that's all they do, some of the older guys.
Yeah.
Or doing it vice versa. So just by having that little extra piece of intel. And by the way, while you pull them up at X-Leads, you can go over on social media and you can go into grave detail. You can go into their Facebook pages, their Instagram, everything else. And I mean, you can know you can know how many kids they have. You can know how many, his wife's name. It's so easy. To me, much easier. The challenge of what we do is marketing to motivated sellers. It's always going to be this, guys. This is the easy part, man. This is I do this stuff in my sleep. It's not overly challenging. It's a process you have to get through. In the old days, we have to go through questionnaires. We made everybody prove everything up front. The game has completely changed with the data. So if you use X-Leads or another company, it does give you, it saves you a lot of time and a lot of headache. And man, remember, guys, speed is everything. If I have something under contract and I only have 2 or 3 weeks to move it, or 30 days, and you've got to go scratch to find a cash buyer, you're going to struggle. It's not easy. Can it be done? Absolutely. But sometimes you're going to leave money on the table in exchange for speed and convenience, just like we do with our motivated sellers. So after a while, you'll learn and you get better at it. And when you're prepared and you've got a good deal and you're confident, you just match up the right buyer. Why not use software to help you do it? And that's the best way to do it.
On top of that too, it's just, you just make the calls. I mean, so someone just said Dallas. So Dallas is too easy. We've already done Dallas. I'm not going to do Dallas, but jvwithluca.com. You can also reach out to someone called, his name's Maximilian Deer. He does a lot of JVs in Dallas.
He's good.
Luca.
They're both great.
And then a couple of really other cool people in Dallas, ton of buyers, but I deal with like legit wholesalers, I just JV with them. Also JV with us. That works too,
Yeah.
There's also Jen Solito. She's awesome too. She's in our
great.
communities.
She's really good.
Yeah, we've done a lot of deals with her too. She's in Dallas. So, I mean, those are 3 legit people I would be JVing in Dallas with. So, Luca Rabuffi, number 1 Dallas, right? First guy I'd think of. And then Max Deer. He's called DIER. He'll probably comment something. And then Jen Solito, if she can comment in the comment section, if she's probably not watching live. But if any of y'all, if Max, Luca, or Jen can comment on the end of this video, their links or whatever, their emails or whatever, that'd be great.
We
So
we
there
could
you
go
go.
on 4 hours on
There we
referrals
go.
of people, but check
Okay.
out Zach Discord. There's a lot of great people in there. Zach's got them all set up, and then
There you go. All right, let's get some more. Let's find some areas here. Let's do
don't.
What?
There's certain areas that you don't, if you don't speak the I guess the words dialogue or the slang. I'm just telling you, man.
I have
I
watched.
only use partners in this.
I've
state.
watched hours of Ed Ogeron speaking his Cajun tongue, and I can do it.
Ed,
the LSU head coach. Remember talking, go Tigers! I can do it.
Zach, I'm just telling you, dude. Let me tell you guys, I don't think you should do an unauthentic. What do they?
This
call
is
it?
Zach. I'm a wholesaler. I got to do the Cajun.
You don't, because they it's code. They already know you're out of town. Like, I'm just telling you.
Oh,
there's certain areas you can't get away.
Both speak
certain parts of Tennessee in the South.
No. We both speak alligator. We both speak alligator.
Florida people don't have an accent. We're just like, I think we have a boring accent.
Yes, but
do Florida people have an accent? I don't think so.
But I do like a nice seafood boil, so we can relate on that.
There's a you could wrestle with alligators, do whatever, but like I don't think California has a distinct accent. The Midwest has its own. The Northeast has its own.
Okay,
the South.
Why can't do Louisiana? Do you remember as a kid you would make me watch?
I just call
every week. We spent 2 hours watching.
Shoot them.
The alligator hunter guys, and they all spoke in the thickest accent. They had to have caption.
I did that as a kid in a John boat. A gator would come up and eat your fish right there.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, okay.
You know, they have to transcribe, but they have to transcribe everything they say because nobody can understand it.
Okay, so we'll do Raleigh, North Carolina.
Because here's what they go: "You from around here, boy?" I'm like, dude, and that's why I go. And I love Aaron the Death because but like a lot of this guys, it's all real estate is local, so you have to be careful when you do some markets virtually. You guys talk to Corey in Tennessee; he'll tell you he'll snuff anybody that's out of town. They all like to do business with locals, and if there's a certain slang, I don't care what AI you got. I just don't think you can pull it off. Like
I've been told,
I don't like to be
fake
fake.
Southern accent's not good.
It's pretty bad, dude.
All right, we're gonna do Raleigh, North Carolina.
It's like going to Jamaica wholesaling. You will be snuffed out in a heartbeat.
It's no wholesaling in Jamaica.
I'm sure there is. It's a different type of wholesaling.
Oh boy. Okay. We're gonna do Raleigh, North Carolina. So let's do Raleigh. Everyone's crying to me. Oh, North Carolina's wholesaling's over. I will tell you about that law. Is really interesting. We've both been kind of talking about it at length. So I will give everyone what I think about North Carolina. Me and Rick know the exact loopholes, and we know exactly how we're going to transact in North Carolina. We have talked to attorneys, and we know exactly what to do. But I will tell you this, and we're just going to be honest with you. I'm not going to say a word until the law passes, because I have a sneaking feeling, and I'm not going to say this as a jerk, that realtors watch what I say. And if I say, well, this is how we're actually going to do deals in North Carolina legally, after talking to our lawyers, what they're going to do is then they're going to make an amendment before the law passes, and boom, that won't work. So we have a new policy where I know the exact way around North Carolina that legal scholars lawyers have basically told us, yes, if you do this, this, and this, you can do it. But guess what? I'm going to be very quiet about it till the law passes. I have a very, very, very strong sneaking suspicion that there will be an amendment last minute to that North Carolina law to make it even easier. That's what I have seen. You know why?
Why?
Because it will, that North Carolina law would theoretically on paper eliminate anyone doing a real estate transaction without a real estate agent being paid. And
that's NAR's goal and everything.
Well, here's the thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen is a guy who's looking to buy a rental property, watch Dave Ramsey or something, right? Yeah. He's going to do it, and then they're going to go after that guy, and guess what? It's going to go to the Supreme Court, and then boom, you'll be good to go. And then the fundamental right to buy a piece of real estate without being a realtor. George Washington owned real estate without a realtor. All of our founding fathers owned real estate without having a realtor, because being a realtor has only been a thing for the past 100 years.
Yeah.
So any time before 1917, there were no realtors. So we have 200 years of case law of people buying properties without a realtor. that thing would get thrown out in 5 seconds. And I'm not going to say I'm going to be the guy, but I would love this. I probably shouldn't say this.
Don't say it.
I'm
dude.
not going to say it. But
guys, listen, you got a choice. You can focus your energy on the small part.
Oh yeah.
Is it expanding? Yeah, but like things always change. Like I've been doing this since 2003. It always changes. I used to not have a cell phone. I had a landline. You can either focus on all the opportunity in front of you, which there's a lot more, or you can sit there and you can do like the national media news and do it like everything negative. Listen, it's very clear. They're trying to make it to where everything has to be through a realtor. There will always be a way to do a real estate transaction. Please don't lose sleep. It's not worth it. It means that we're not going to go out there and tell you the blueprint on how to get around. Let them cement the law,
and then
we'll have fun.
Then I will tell you what you can do. We know exactly what's going to what we can do. But here's the problem: if I say it, there might be an amendment, and not good. So we're just going to be very, very quiet about it. One thing I will tell you is I have a very sneaking suspicion that a last-minute amendment will be done, because if a law, here's the cool part about laws: when they pass and they're unconstitutional, they get thrown out. The entire sucker gets thrown out. So I say go ban. Literally, that law is going to ban owning real estate. It'll ban buying a piece of real estate without being a realtor outside your own personal residence. And I halfway welcome that to happen, because then that'll make it very, 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 very clear that now it's like, well, now enforce that law. And if I find one wholesaler who gets in trouble for buying a rental property without being a they'll have to say, well, you bought that house without being a realtor. That is illegal. Then I will I would love to throw 50 grand in that guy's way out of my own money and be like, hey, let's bring this up to federal court. I don't think
50 grand is the retainer though. That's
50 grand is the retainer, but here's the thing about it. Ready?
Yeah.
It goes to some appeals court, probably. Maybe just a district court, and it gets thrown out district court. Done.
Yeah.
And boom. I legit think, or they lose on federal, then you work your way up. And it takes one, it takes one conservative justice to throw that out. And then the state of North Carolina has to go fight to the Supreme Court. What do you think the Supreme Court, with a 6-3 conservative majority, who reads the Constitution, who cares about what did the founders think when they're writing it? Did the founders think, oh, you should not own real estate without a license?
No.
I almost welcome it. Guys, I have been waiting patiently in a corner for one state to say you can't own real estate without being a realtor, or buy a piece of real estate without being a realtor. That has never happened once, but I'm waiting for that day, because once that day happens, best believe I am going to be pouring a lot of money into that case. Like, I'll just give it as a donation, and we all pool 100 grand. Go to just one district court, and you're good to go. I'll pull 80 of it. I don't
guys,
care.
listen, just make a choice, because this is going to be a constant distraction. I guess it makes good for views, but like, it's not going to help you be a better wholesaler. I want you to follow the law. So number one, review the laws in your state and find out what type of bills are being proposed. Some states are a little bit more,
oh yeah,
if you know what I mean. And so you got to pay attention more in that. Like, Florida's pretty much locked down. We don't really worry about it here. All the prices are really high. But I'm just telling you, the second is reach out to your state representatives and your local representatives and just put your voice in. The most powerful thing you can do is just say, hey, listen, why on earth can I not sell a property? Why would I have to be licensed? It doesn't even make sense. This has been a God-given right for over 250 years in the United States. And if everybody does that, that's your voice. Now, we can all get together. We can hire lobbyists. Lobbyists are wildly expensive. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, it would be insane to fund that. And honestly, if we could just beat one case law, I don't want anyone to get sued. I hate paying lawyers.
I physically sat down with my congressman, because they actually will sit down and do meetings.
But
with
that's
you.
it. And
here's the truth. They will sit down. I've sat down in his local office here, and I've also gone to Washington, D.C. I have pictures. I could show it.
Yeah.
I physically met him, and guess what I asked him? This is not a joke. Is it okay? Do you believe that people should be able to buy real estate without having a license? Private ownership. He said, yeah, that's fine. He doesn't care. But he's like, would you propose a bill or vote yes for a bill that will ban owning real estate or offering to buy real estate without a license?
Yeah.
And he's just like, that's stupid. So he understands. He loves the options, right? And so that's just one. He's a conservative, but like, I'm like, yeah. So I know that will never federally happen, and so you just gotta go from there.
So our message to you guys is just do your part.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
speak up and get involved and find out, and then inform us, and then just write letters. And that's honestly, that is the best effort you can do. If I thought there was a better way, we would do it. But like, I don't want to waste energy. I don't want to waste time.
No.
And honestly, laws always change and always doing it. We are all entrepreneurs. You try to ban one, we just find another way to do it. And the ones that will get creative and resourceful, just like I told you, do it. Guys, I remember back the days when I was flipping short sales, it was like the Wild West. They put like so many laws. We changed how we do it. Now, it's difficult, don't get me wrong, but killing this hope where you can't do wholesaling with like no money and those days are over. Man, why was it good for everybody else? And now we're going to take it away from as long as you are helping
I heard
people
somebody
out.
say that on a Facebook group the other day. They're like, well, I guess you can't wholesale with no money anymore. I'm like, well, do you own a course? Well, I do own a course. But what I will tell everyone here, just be clear. If this law does pass, there's already been one amendment to that North Carolina law. No one ever talks about it. I read the amendment. I believe there's going to be another amendment when it goes through another pass. But the one thing I will tell everyone is let one person get in trouble for wholesaling. And guess what's going to happen? This will go to a federal court and the federal court will shoot it down and then we'll be all fine. But here's the problem. We need one person to get in trouble. And apparently all these laws you already can do. I haven't found one person get in trouble. So I'm just waiting.
I already told you the lobbyists, they're just going to take everyone's money. They're overpriced attorneys.
Well, lobbyists are stupid.
But the idea is if you put a fund together for someone with the testimony of the homeowner, you go, yeah, this wholesaler helped me out. And then whatever, you got to fund it to be like 200
I'll tell you the truth. Okay. Yeah. There's two ways you can go about this wholesaling thing, about laws and whatever you want, right? You can go out here and try to lobby in all 50 states. So 50 legislators.
It would be great if we could change the laws, but
okay. Yeah. So here it is. You can go into all 50 states and try to lobby in all 50 states, which would cost millions of dollars.
Hundreds of millions. Don't kid yourself.
Millions. Okay, that's option number one. Now, there's another option that I have looked really hard on, and lawyers have also said this is the correct one. Did you know that federal law supersedes state laws for many things?
I know, but
let me explain. So the craziest thing is all we have to do is get one federal judge to say any law that tries to stop the assignment of contract is unconstitutional. Therefore, this law is unconstitutional. Guess what happens when that happens? In a snap, all states that have a law against assignments all go null and void. But it would only cost $200,000 at most. So here's the thing: $200,000, and it'll solve every case law for the entire country. Or
it's like a weapon. Once you have it, like, listen, I've been in court and they go, case Fernandez versus Smith, and they go, hey, this was the hearing and this is the case, and the judge has to consider it and do it. I mean, if it comes, I don't want to pay a lawyer, but I'd rather pay a lawyer than a lobbyist. But you guys all still have to do your part. Like, you think other people are going to do it and represent you. We're in a very small niche, like, business. And the reality is, if you guys have to speak up first, and you gotta be the watchdog at your state and figure it out.
This was going to happen. I'm going to drop
changing every law.
We'll drop $200,000. We'll drop $200,000 of our own money. And then we'll have case law, and then it'll all be over. See, that's how you actually do it. But here's the thing.
But like, you got to put a target on your back.
No, I'm waiting for one person, one state to go after one wholesaler, and then I'll pour $80,000 for the guy. I don't know.
I said 50. Now you say 80.
Well,
the idea is like that would be a common fight. I don't care what like your side wholesaling is like. If we could have one case law, I think you would snuff some of the future. And then the enforcement would be kind of null. and void. Like
200 grand fixes the entire problem. But here's the only issue. I need one person. I need one state to go after one wholesale. That's it. But that's the solution. I don't need to take 5 million, 6 million of your
We've
dollars.
already taken too much time.
I need 200 grand, which I'll just probably self-fund it. Come out of my
200 now.
I think it's 200 grand probably.
I don't want listen. I don't want my worst enemy to sit in a courtroom because it's guys. You're seeing nationally. We talked about like federal should supersede state, which is common sense, but like the opposite's happening with our government right now. States are trying to supersede like federal like laws on the books for hundreds of years.
Well, you know what happens now is like California will pass some crazy law, and then federal court says you can't do that, and then boom, it's null and void. Like for example, California. I'm not getting political, but California said we're going to negotiate our own trade deals with other countries.
That's crazy.
And the United States government sued him and said no, and the judge said yeah, the president can do it, not you. And guess what? Done. So here's the thing, guys. Case law is super important. We have no case law on assignments, really. So you get one of it, you're good to go. Why am I so confident? We have a 6-3 conservative majority on the Supreme Court. Like, guys, it's a slam dunk. But also, I'll let you know why I love case law so much is, let's say, God forbid, knock on wood, some idiot wants to go and sue me for cold calling using X leads. Let's use X leads, right? What I would do, you ready for this?
Yeah.
What I would do, someone would have to sue me for $500. They'll have to spend $3 grand to sue me for $500. And all I have to do is show 3 case laws showing other wholesalers who got the case dismissed in federal court, because as long as you're not a real estate agent, you can't be sued for a DNC violation.
So we've already
if you offer to buy the person's house. So I want to give everyone a blessing. There are wholesalers that have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars fighting the DNC cold calling cases. And so I might have to spend $5 grand of a lawyer and just get the whole thing dismissed. And so that is why I absolutely love case law, because some heroic wholesalers have spent a lot of money with lawyers to find specific legal loopholes where they could basically say, well, this case law did. And now we have case law for us wholesalers. If you're not a real estate agent, you can cold call and you're not breaking DNC law. And federal courts on multiple occasions have said, yes, you are correct. And so that has happened before with DNC. Now I just need that to happen for assignments.
So guys, understand it. You're being told that they want to get you, everyone licensed to do a real estate deal so they can, weed out the bad people. Listen, if I thought that would do it, I would be all on board. But like, there's just as many bad realtors too. Like they're sued every day. They go to jail. And so the problem is if you really pull back the covers, first of all, NAR is one of the biggest fuelers behind this. Like they're not pulling the exact strings. They're just a puppet. And what they do is they box you in a corner and go, okay, you get your license. But the problem is getting your license. You're dead as a marketer and wholesaler. So when they put you in the box, then they can nail you with the DNC. And then you can sit in front of a board of realtors, not wholesalers, not investors, not entrepreneurs. And by putting you in that box, the initial argument was, well, you get your license and you're protected. No. They're going to force you in a box. And then you have a different set of rules that aren't governed by the federal government or the state. It's by an independent panel, which basically is backed up by the board of realtors and everything. And once you get that license, they already know you can't market to people because they can nail you in a heartbeat. And so like, if you really look back at what's going on here,
we have case law. Realtors can't cold call.
Yeah. So
wholesalers can, we have but here's the thing. So would it worth
all those calls we made earlier today? I got a license. You can't do it.
But let me tell you something though. Would it have been better? Are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
For me to go and take all of your money. Hey guys, give me $100 a year, and we can make the cold callers, a group of cold callers, and we try to lobby every state to allow wholesalers to cold call. That'd be really expensive and really crazy, right? But guess what? All I had to do, I know I'd have to lobby United States Congress because it's DNC is federal law, but I didn't have to do that. You know why? I didn't have to take millions of dollars to try to lobby. You know why?
Why?
Because a judge already created case law.
I know. I think that's so
now
you and me agree on that's the path.
Now there's no need for it.
How we get there. But like, guys, listen, at the end of the day, the bottom line is if you take care of your sellers, and you get a testimony or something like that, I think you're in good shape. I'm not telling you to break the law. I want everyone to be a law-abiding citizens, but the one person that's going to take you out is always going to be the seller.
Oh, yeah.
Occasionally a title company, a realtor, they'll rat you out. Oh my God, that's illegal what you're doing. I don't understand. Because you don't understand it doesn't make it illegal. Get educated, get smart. I had an idea. I'm waiting to see how the tax on tips come along, but like, how is the United States government or the IRS going to define a tip? If I give you 10 grand for a deal and go, hey, here's a tip. Am I now tax exempt? Is that my new assignment fee? I'm just thinking out loud. I'm waiting to see how they do clarification on like a tip. Do you have to be a bona fide waiter? Because people get tips in all types of businesses. And then like, what about like a bonus or something like that during the holidays and stuff like that? I don't know. Maybe there's something on tax on tips, but maybe we're bringing it in the wholesale world. But guys, let the dust off. I'm not even slightly worried about it. I'm just not going to give them the blueprint, because why tell them how to let them write the law, spend all that energy, because they typically don't. Once it's finalized, it's pretty much set in stone unless something horrific happens. So let them do it, and we'll just do the slight navigation. It's actually really easy. And the more I look at it, the more ways we've already prepped everything. I'm not worried. I have a future in wholesaling. He has a huge future in wholesaling. You guys do.
I just got some case law.
But if you want fear, go for it. Like you're just worrying about something that actually hasn't happened. I'm not telling you when to break a law, and you should consult a lawyer, but I'm just saying, if you take care of homeowners, you help solve problems, and don't be one of the bad apples, we'll find creative ways to get this stuff done. How do you think? Do you realize wholesaling is just a creative technique created in the real estate space? That's it. So we can adapt, we can pivot, we can do it. It takes forever to change laws and get them passed. But if you want to focus on the legal side and get an update every day, go for it. I'd rather you spend time finding motivated sellers, calling cash buyers, and putting a business together. Most of this stuff's going to go on with or without you. So make your voice known. Enough people make their voice known, then people go, okay, there's going to be repercussions if I vote for this bill or against this bill. And honestly, past that, I'm not sure how much power our industry does. It's just the God honest truth. We're only so big. We are a small niche. But keep in mind, wholesaling was created out of the entrepreneur's need for someone that wants to help people truly get ahead. And we are paid the most because we think way outside the box. Why do you don't think I'm going to think outside the box? I'm not giving them the blueprint. So we're not going to talk about it anymore.
We're not going to talk about it, but guys, I just need case law.
And we'll update you when they go, hey, you got to watch out on this state and stuff like that.
Couple $100,000. Or, it'd be kind of cool is if a really big company got attacked for the assignment of contract, and then they'll spend their own $100,000. But I'll drop 100. I'll drop some money to somebody, and we get the case law done. And guess what? Assignment of contract is all good now.
It just, you guys, I understand in the insurance industry, the finance industry, everything. All these mortgages banks create, they sell them within 24 to 48 hours. The Wall Street. So you can't ban an assignment of contract. So they're trying to peg us in this getting a real estate license to hide it behind it. Listen, if they do it, don't panic. First of all, you have like 97% opportunity out there. Yes, there's some negative news about some of these. I'm not spending any. I'm still doing deals. I don't ignore it, but like I focus on where the opportunities are. There's plenty of stuff where you can't pivot, but keep in mind, wholesaling was founded by creative entrepreneurs, and one person learned it and it gravitated. More people doing it now than ever. Yes. My message to you is I take the opposite. I'd go all in on wholesaling now.
Oh, yeah.
Do it while you can still keep running and do it. Eventually we're going to have to jump through some hurdles, but we're
case law.
Yeah, but we're going to write the contracts. We're going to figure out the loopholes, and we're going to share it as a community. But I don't know. We have to be a little bit more secretive about it
But here's the thing. They said South Carolina's illegal, and then they did an amendment to save it at the last minute.
Yep.
Which
nobody wants to talk about. It's
and
illegal to do an assignment in South Carolina.
Then everyone told me it's illegal. So I did 5 deals the month after that happened in South Carolina because everyone told me it was illegal. And then North Carolina, same exact thing. I know exactly what I got to do to make it all legal.
And we own properties in South Carolina too.
I'm not going to say a word about North Carolina because I need it to pass, and then I'll tell you what to do. But I am going to give no more ammo to these people. But I will tell you, I have a sneaking suspicion a amendment's going to happen just like in South Carolina. But maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But here's the thing about wholesaling. You're always going to be able to do deals the way we do it. But we're not freaking out because I know eventually case law, I can throw that sucker in there. Also, the best part about it is there's always loopholes and you can be good. And I will always be here to help you wholesale real estate with $0 at all. And you're going to be good.
Now,
Now,
always going to fight it. It's easy to say, oh, you can't
here's
do
the
it with
thing.
no money anymore.
let's have a little meeting real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's turn the camera off. Okay. Let me turn the camera off. Okay. So if we were going to sell a course though, how would we do it? Are we going to scare them? Is that how we do it? We scare them?
Well,
We have to scare them. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Wholesaling's illegal. It's all going down. But if you give me $6,000 in my program, I will tell you the way to success. But you have to give me money if you want to become successful. You cannot spend any money. If you have no money, you are a broke loser and you will never succeed. But if you borrow $7,000 on your mom's credit card to give to me, then you'll be a rich, successful person. Join my link at paidwholesaling.com. Hey, like them apples. Or my $100 a month Discord. That good too? Now we're getting some sales.
Back in 97.
You know, let me tell you one quick story. Russell Brunson's one of the best marketers of all time.
He is. He's
But
very good.
he basically learned from Dan Kennedy, who's one of the OG sales guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And him and Dan Kennedy both have talked about this at length. How do you sell something that is super, super expensive? You can only sell something, big coaching programs, 3 ways. Same thing in wholesaling. You can either sell based off of, number one, emotion. So most people, are you broke? You want to change your life? They sell off of emotion.
Yeah.
2, logic. Well, you have to apply and we have to choose you. Logic. Oh, I'm a chosen one. Or 3, do you guys know what the third sales tactic and one of the most powerful ones Russell Brunson talks about to sell expensive programs? First, if you can't emotionally get someone to pay you money. And number 2, logically, it doesn't make sense to spend 15 grand.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one thing you can do to get people to give you money. Fear. Fear is one of the greatest sellers of all time. And if you go out here and instill fear, that instills panic. And panic, you bring the sheep to slaughter. And you basically say, well, it's all going to be over unless you give me money. And that's where it all is going to. So do you see how I'm not selling you off of fear? I'm not trying to sell you off of emotion. I guess the logic, I mean, it's $0 freewholesaling.com. You learn how to wholesale. Let me make it even sweeter. Okay. Let me do my sales pitch. Okay. I rewrote my book. I had a 24-page PDF on how to wholesale real estate. What I did was I went back and I rewrote the entire thing. And I decided, this is all in freewholesaling.com, my free wholesale course, almost 30,000 people. What I decided was to rewrite the entire 35 pages right here. Okay. The whole 35 pages, I rewrote the entire thing. Okay. And I'm going to give it to everybody absolutely for free today. If you go to freewholesaling.com and you're going to be able to download my 35-page PDF on how to wholesale real estate. If you want to go there, you just go to freewholesaling.com and you'll be able to go hang out there and just do it, right? But yeah, I'm just joking, guys. I'm not trying to instill fear. But yeah, I just rewrote the 35 pages. That's pretty dang good. You got to be at freewholesaling.com to get it, though. And it's all free, like usual.
Look at that one question there.
What, FOMO?
No, down.
What about dispo companies?
You gonna give me your thought on that?
What about using dispositions companies? Oh, for like JVs?
Yeah.
They're good. I prefer you do it yourself, but you can JV with good ones, I guess.
You can, but like keep in mind they're typically going to option it, and they get hundreds of contracts. And what sticks is great, and then what doesn't stick, they just let go. And then they're usually they put fees and other stuff on it. There was a big run for a while, but there's one predominant company up there, which I'm not going to say. But just understanding, it's just understand what, if you sign up with it, do you have the right to market the property? I'm okay with it as long as you still have the ability to market your property in case they don't sell it, because if they get 100 contracts and they only sell 10 of them, that means 90% of the people are upset. You can't go to and go, listen, you have to. A lot of people go to dispo companies because they can't sell theirs and they're getting much better snuffing those out. Me and Zach do the same thing.
Yeah.
If you have a good deal though, and you give it to them up front and you have a good connection, just understand what your rights is. What's the split? Are there any fees? And do I have the right, if I find my own buyer, to get out of this? And if you know that, you're fine with it. But like, please don't go to them and just think they're magically going to fix all your dispositions, because they're usually going to slap out on a list, because I know I'm probably getting in trouble saying it. They're just glorified realtors, just so you understand that. So they're just deeper in dispo, but keep in mind, they're not deep in your particular market. They're deep all over the country. So they might have less buyer than you actually have. So if you can do a dual purpose where they market and bring you a buyer and you can still market, go for it. Just understand what your obligation and your cost on it. Some of them make you sign one-sided agreements where you have no rights. If you find your own buyer, you actually have to pay them. And I would never sign up for that.
Nope. So go to freelson.com there. Let's see. Make it 1,000.
990. Dude, that was so abused from
so
2010 to really 2017, 18.
Oh yeah, Bill. Oh, also
I see
guys,
997. I'm like, I'm out, dude.
Also, I'm doing a Discord call tomorrow at 8 p.m. That's going to be pretty solid. It's always fun to do the Discord calls.
You doing it or I'm doing it?
I'm going to do it. So actually, you do it?
If we need to with our schedule.
Okay. Rick's going to go on tomorrow,
Yeah.
8 p.m. live on the Discord. Yeah. So, maybe you should charge for the Discord. I've been getting a lot of people saying we should start charging for the Discord.
The only ones that do it for free.
Why don't we just charge for Discord? $15 a month, $30 a month for it. You guys would love that, right? You guys would love it. Or maybe I should do something. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, how do I get people to actually participate more in the Discord? Because the Discord's very powerful if you get into it. I'm like, well, how about like, I was trying to think about it. Like, how do you do it the right way? But I'm like, every way it's like, just make it free. But the Discord's really cool. We're just going to go live in there at 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I promise you, if I could teach you how to use Discord, anyone can use Discord. It's true.
But they all help me out.
Yeah, they'll help you out in there.
They go click this button, click that. I had like 5 people on the stage the last time I did it. We had fun though.
And so basically, this is going to be our new Discord. If you want to pay me money for Discord, you can go donate to a charity, and that's make it feel better, right? But we're the only ones that run a free wholesaling Discord that's actually real and legit. So, we got no coaching programs. There's other free Discords, but they have coaching programs in them, like, as you know. But I'd go to ZachDiscord.com. It's the largest wholesaling Discord, the #1 most valuable real estate community in Discord. ZachDiscord.com. And that's where I'd go. We're going 8 o'clock. Rick's going to go live 8 o'clock tomorrow in there. It'd be really cool. It's just an awesome networking place.
Yeah.
And you're going to go in there. It's pretty cool.
I got a little loosey-goosey in there.
It's always insane.
I just want to jump through the camera and just like pull people through, and like
I get
someone's asking you for you to do a little smackdown on them. What's a crash out on me?
Crash out. No, I usually crash.
I've seen that term 2 or 3 times.
When you just kind of
I'm getting old, man. Like it's
kind of
like,
when you. Well, I had
crash out. Is that what I got to do Friday? Tomorrow night?
I crashed out yesterday.
Someone teach me how to crash out.
On the X-Leads Mastermind, there's this guy. I'm not going to mention him. Everyone in the X-Leads Mastermind knows. So if you have the X plan, which is the largest plan on X-Leads, I do a weekly Zoom with everyone who has the X plan.
And 2 lives a year.
And we just, 2 live events a year. And it's not a coaching program, right? It's
No.
just, I just, as the owner of X-Leads, as the owners of X-Leads,
get access.
I just want to talk to all the X plan members once a week. And there's one guy's like, I have 2 deals in closing and I'm getting a couple deals a month, but like, I just don't want to work like too hard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't really have much motivation. Like, I just want to do a couple deals every month. And that's all I really want to do. Like, I'll pull the X-Leads list, market it, but I just don't want to work. I crashed out on that guy. Good thing it wasn't recorded publicly. And
you can do like the Andrew Tate when he had the event. He goes, "Yeah, you got to fight a UFC fighter."
I told him. I told him.
Oh Lord.
I told him. I said, if you say, I'm going to talk to you next 2 weeks from now. If you say that again, I'm bringing your wife on here, and I promise you, I will get her to make your life miserable unless you start working hard. He said, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, let me tell you the truth. You don't want to work. You just want to do your one deal. He's like, yes. And I said, okay. Because he's got some money, right? I said, what if you do this? How about you wire all your money into my bank account? Now you have $0. Tell me if you still want to be lazy after that. He said, no, I'd work hard. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, do you want me to give the banking information? Like, You can wire all your money in my account. I don't mind. I'll keep it for you. I won't steal you. But his wife's going to come on in 2 weeks, and I'm going to make sure she makes his life miserable. Because
I would do that.
if I can't be in your ear, we'll go do that. But yeah, that's crashing out. But guys, we teach wholesaling real estate for free. Check out the Discord. It's called ZachDiscord.com. Freewholesaling.com is right here too if you want to learn wholesale real estate for free. And obviously, get the best wholesaling software on the planet. xleads.com. Again, cancel every software you got. Get xleads, you're good to go.
I mean, it's the best value you can get out there, and it's designed for wholesalers. For wholesalers, by wholesalers, and like 30 years experience. So, and we got a lot of stuff coming down the store. So check it out. I'll be on tomorrow night at 8 p.m., right?
Yep, 8 p.m.
And I don't know. Give me some ideas on the topics. We'll have fun with it.
Talk about it. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out.
Rick Ginn signing out.
Have a blessed one.